Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Santa's Workshop. Throat's a little bit rough today, so if I start squeaking on you, you know what's going on. But anyways, guess what? The body is officially bolted to the frame. Now the fun work begins. You can see my bushings, new bolts. Those are all Prothane, brand new stainless steel bolts. Now I have got to make a list of what all needs to get done. We got the emergency brake cable here hanging down. Need to get my shifter put in. There's just a lot that still needs to get done under here before we can start. And you know, I'm wanting to do the exhaust. Oh man, just a lot to go. But anyways, I've got me a dry erase board. Now I want to do this, try to do this like a professional shop, right? And I want to try and sit here and think of everything that we need to do. If after I get the list made, I want to show it to you. And if you see something that I forgot, please let me know. And I know a lot of you have been saying that my audio has gone downhill, and something's going on with my microphone set. I don't know what it is, but I have turned it up on the, I've turned the gain up to see if this is going to make any difference. And if it does, great. We'll be able to, you know, just go on and until I can get a new microphone set. Goodness, this voice is something else. But I've got a lot to get done under here. See, I've still got to get the radiator put in. Got the transmission cooler lines hanging down there. Got to get those routed. Got to get the accessories put on the front of the motor and the holders. Got to get the torque converter bolted up. Just all sorts of goodies. Motor oil on the pan. I wonder where that come from. Because I ain't got no oil in it yet. Had to have leaked down from somewhere. That's okay. We're going to find all sorts of little leaks and everything. Oh, I see what it is. It's coming right there. I hadn't got that tightened up yet. Okay, that's the problem. All right, well, I want to sit down and make this list. Then we're going to come back and talk about it. And then we're going to see what we can do about getting some of the things done. Okay. What I got for the underside so far, got to finish out the fuel system. The wiring for the back end, I'm going to be adding on a hot wire to the fuel pump at the back. This thing is going to literally have two fuel pumps, one at the back, one in the reservoir area up front. So I got to get the wiring to the one at the back. So I thought of what I would do, since my loom was damaged right at the plug, I'd get a douche, however you pronounce that, bulkhead connector that screws on, so it would be tight, waterproof. I ain't gonna have no problems with it to go to the back loom. Okay, Drive line, I got to get it, the U-joints done in it, get it painted up. Shifter, I have got a B&M Quicksilver shifter for a 4-speed. So I need to get that set where I want it, get a hole drilled so I can get it hooked up down below. Speedometer gear. I did a lot of research, found out what gear I need for the speedometer, and I have that. I just got to get it cleaned up and put in. Converter lockup, of course. What's the one thing everybody seems to forget is those converter bolts. E-brake. The cable hanging down, I need to get the e-brake pedal hung back in the cab, get the cable hooked up there, and get it run underneath so I can get all that hooked up. Torque converter bolts. Converter lockup, I've got to run the hot wire up into the cab to my switch. Exhaust, I want to get the exhaust mounted. That way I know how to run everything to keep it away from the exhaust. And of course, check oil levels in my rear end. Transmission, I want to do check oil levels several times. Now then, for the top side, and this is just stuff that I think I need to do to get to the point of starting. Steering column, got to have the key switch. Dash, need my gauges to where I can know if it's building oil pressure, overheating, whatnot. Wiring, of course, I got to get the wiring out on the engine. And it's going to look like a gumbled up mess when I get started, because there are certain things that I'm going to get rid of, and there's certain things that I'm going to keep, and I'm going to just remove it all from the system if I don't need it. Finish the AC heater box. I got to get the heater core and the evaporator put in, and then I can seal that off, and that is done. But when I hook everything up, I want to be able to run water through the heater core, which you don't need to, but if you're going to do it, you might as well do it, and that way you're not spilling water everywhere. Radiator, of course, you're going to need the radiator. Thermostat, haven't decided yet what thermostat I want to run. That's why I haven't bought one, so I need to get that done. Accessories, the belt drive on the front of the engine. Alternator, power steering, air conditioner, that kind of stuff. Vacuum lines. We're going to have to make sure we got all the vacuum lines, to the brake booster, to the vacuum advance on the distributor, PVC valve, etc. Okay. Fluids, again, of course. Now then, battery relocate. That smuggler's hole in the back has ample room for me to get a battery box and put a battery there. The only thing is I got to keep it loose to where I can pull it out and service it. But I think relocating it in there will make the front engine bay a lot cleaner. Plus, it'll give me more room for like my overflow bottle, which I'm going to show you in just a minute, and accessories such as that. So let me know what you think about the battery relocate, because we're not going to get this list done in one video, I promise you that. All right, I want to show you a couple of new products I got from GSTP Auto Parts. Thank you all so much for sending them. I will be doing a standalone video on both of these when I install them. This one here is going to be coming up real quick. And what this is your throttle cable holder assembly. And this is a very nice little kit. Don't know if I'm in frame or not, but that right there bolts onto your carburetor, or in my case, fuel injection. And then you have all the accessories inside for whatever cable you need. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ones. You got this to put on your deal. You got the kickback springs. Plus you got a lot of bolts and nuts right there to put all this on. You got your hairpin clips. I mean, very, very nice kit. I'll be getting a video on that this week, so you'll see that probably by the end of the week or first next week. And the other one they sent me, and the great thing about this is like 40 bucks. I know Randy got one from Holly, paid $130 for it, and this one here, just as good. Actually, I kind of like it better, the way it bolts together. And this here is my overflow tank for the radiator. Now, I had a small one I was going to use, but I wanted a bigger one, which this definitely is bigger. You got bolt holes right here to mount with. You got your different accessories to screw on here, different sizes. And then you've got your upper part, which is your overflow. So I'll get this put together, and I think that's going to look real good up there in that engine bay. But as I said, videos for both of these are coming, dedicated videos. GSTP Auto Parts, thank you so much. And I want to get on this list and see what I can decide to do. Alrighty, I figured the first thing I would start on would be getting the shifter done. So I have got my seat down from upstairs, I got it in place. And let me tell you, those things are as comfortable as they look. I don't know what they come out of, but oh, I love them. But I want to get the shifter out, and I want to set it on the console, or the hump there, and find the best position for me, for it feels like for me. Since I'm planning on running this car for a while, I figured that would be the best thing, is fix it to where I want it. Since, you know, everybody else can shrink it up and still be comfortable. But anyway, we're going to get that out of the box and get it set in there, and I'll set up the camera so you can watch me get it set in place. Let's go over here to the box. All right, I bought this thing a couple of years ago when I first started on this. Right here's my cable. Pull that out and take a look at it. All right. This I'm not even going to use. I want to make my own console. I'll be using the top here, which it's got the 3-speed deal in it, and I need the 4. Right there's the 4-speed. Quicksilver button and everything. And there is the unit itself. So what I want to do is I want to get in there, get that set to where it feels good. Let's see. Go ahead and get the knob screwed on there so I can feel it. And get that set where it feels good. Then we'll mark the holes. And I got some rev nuts. I'll just drill the holes, put those rev nuts in, and that can be bolted down. Then we'll drill the hole for the cable going to the transmission. And then that will be in place. Okay, I don't know how much of the last video you got, but my camera locked up on me. I don't know what's going on. Probably need a new update. But anyway, got the shifter and the cable in. I'm gonna have to angle that hole a little bit. I've got some grommets that I can put on that. Then I want to fill it with some dum-dum. I'm going to pull that shifter back out when I go to do the floor, and I want to have all sorts of kill mat and everything underneath it, cut out the sound. But I don't know about you, that seat and that shifter looks pretty doggone nice in there. I love it. Love it, love it. Okay, got one thing done. All I gotta do is get it hooked to the transmission underneath, and I can mark that off the list. All right. Don't know why we're not focusing up good here. But I got the cable installed. There's so much of it, I ended up dropping it down on this side, circling it around, and it come out just about perfect. So that is solid. I mean, it ain't moving. I tightened it down right here. I want to loosen that up a little bit and get that kink out of it. I see a little bend right there. But as soon as I do that, we're going to drop it down, see if it goes through the gears. Screw this on so I'll see if my indicator is correct, which I see no reason why it shouldn't be. There we go. All right. That should be reverse, neutral, drive, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some adjusting. 1, 2, 3, drive. Okay, I'm going to have to adjust that. It feels feels pretty good. I'm going to have to make an adjustment on that indicator. Of course, we're not going to know exactly how good we are until we have it running and we can actually put it in gear. All right, shifter done. Oh, let's hook up that speedometer gear. All right. We got the speedometer gear, new O-ring on it, new gear for the 342 gearing. I put it in the rear end. I'll try and get you up there where you can see where I'm going with this. Let's see here. And that's the wrong one. Great. I gotta order another one. Yay! Okay. Well, as always, there's hiccups. My speedometer gear was the wrong one. I'm gonna have to order a new one. Doggone it. Need to do the drive line. Looking into ordering the douche fasteners for the wiring. Fuel system. That's going to be a big thing because I want to show you what I've got here. I've got the Evil Energy filter and pump. This thing has to be mounted lower than the tank. So I'm looking at right about there, if you can see. I do not know why this thing is having problems focusing. But anyways, I'm going to build me something that comes off of those mounts right there where the gas tank mount to. I'll probably put the insert nuts there, and then I have got a bracket up there that the old fuel lines were hooked to. I'm going to make that a brace so it does not sit there and vibrate. So I just got to find the steel. That's plenty of room between the rear end. Actually, I want to suck it up a little closer right there, maybe. Right like so. So I want to get to working on this and see what we can come up with. Okay, you saw me in the time lapse cutting these, and what these are for, these are the upper arms of my fuel pump holder. Yes, I know I'm overkilling, but thanks to my dad, he taught me how to overkill. And I want to show you, see if I can get some light in here. See if that's going to throw enough up in there so we can see. Maybe. You can see right here, this right here is completely flat. Gives enough room, doesn't mess with this. I want to bolt those, and it's double metal right there. I'm going to put them up against the bed, underside of the bed. And I want to bolt them, and it's going to come down and it's going to hold our pump right below the tank right here, which, as heavy as the frame is going to be, and with the rear end, that should be well protected of any road debris or anything of that nature. So that is what I'm working on. I would have showed you before I started on it last night, but my my batteries died in my microphone. So well, that's what we got going right there. And I guess that is it for the moment. Okay. So let's get over here and get busy working on this. Alrighty, we got it mounted up there. Got my little brace to keep it from vibrating, mostly. But I had to wait to finish out this video because I needed a couple more of the riv nuts, which go right up there. And of course, who come to my help? Delbert!
I'm here.
And Courtney! Yeah, they picked it up at Harbor Freight for me and brought it to me. Thank you.
She did go with me, as a matter of fact. So.
Oh, she did?
I had to.
Yeah.
Well,
we were doing other things while we were out.
Okay.
I was the driver. I was in my truck.
It was perfect timing when you said, "Hey, I need this." Like, because I try to ask Santa because he lives an hour away, so I'm there, so I can always bring it when I come. So.
That's right. But thank you, Delbert.
Sure.
We have gotten the pump ready to go on. Don't look at my dirty table.
Oh, that's a table?
Yeah, eventually. I cut a couple of pieces of conveyor belt to help dampen it even further. And Delbert, if you will run the camera,
Roger.
I will get this thing under here. We'll get it started, and then we'll zap it up, and the pump will be mounted. And of course, my little Dill don't want me to, let me get a ratchet. Did I take that 7/16? I took that 7/16 back.
See what happens when you get into the habit of putting things back where they belong?
Yeah, you need it again immediately.
But at least you knew where it was at.
That's true. That is true.
So a couple 3 weeks ago when we were out here, we had to put all the tools away because he was having trouble starting to find some of the tools. So.
And how long did it take me to find that 17 millimeter?
Oh my God! And then I'm the one that put it in the wrong spot, so that was my bad.
2 weeks.
It'd help if I go the right direction, wouldn't it?
Righty loosey, lefty tighty.
Yep, come on here.
It's probably that something in that Caballero skin keeps you from getting up there. Got a lot of conveyor burrs.
There it went.
You're gonna like my new toy I get next time I'm here.
What's that going to be?
I'm getting a gimbal.
Ooh.
I'm gonna break down and buy a gimbal because I can't, like holding this right here with all this extra weight of the tripod.
Right.
It makes a difference.
Actually, I have found a way to hold the tripod, and it acts like a gimbal. What you do is when you're holding it, hold it right here and let this just kind of sway. And when you're up here, you can just tilt it up like that, or
Take
like
all
that.
the fun away.
Daggum right I do.
I was trying to do my complaining and he took all that fun away. I wasn't really complaining, but
The one I was worried most about, it went right in.
final torque. Oh, and anybody wants to support Santa and get him a new rigid impact ramp, he could sure use one. This one's starting to get weak.
No, this one's good. It's the drill.
Oh, the drill.
The drill.
The drill, not the impact.
There we go.
It's in.
I like it. And what I love, I mean, it hangs right at half on the bottom side of that tank. So it ought to pick up fuel beautifully. What do you think?
I think it's great.
Good deal.
What the hell? Okay, now try again. Okay, there it is.
There it is. It's on there. It's solid.
See, don't give me the camera. Apparently, I can't work it. It paused on us, so I'm not sure how much Santa lost there for a second.
We'll check it out here in a second. We may have to redo it. But that don't look half bad under there, does it?
Looks great. You know, that traction bar that I thought it was?
Yeah.
In the pictures, guys, I thought it was a traction bar, so he had to tell me what it was for. Because I couldn't see it in the pictures he took very well. So,
Well, you know, taking a picture of a bracket, it's kind of hard to visualize where it's going to go.
and you took a picture from behind it, but I couldn't really see the bracket that well
Right.
when you had it up there originally.
Well, when you're in here working, you also can't see what you're doing very well either.
That's why I wear glasses.
Oh. That's why I have a drop light.
And he still can't see.
Alrighty, well there it is. And I guess in the next video I will be plumbing that up. This video I got the shifter cable in, I got the
There's
fuel.
all them,
Huh?
all that plumbing.
All that plumbing. See, what I want to do is I want to run the one right here. I've got a 90 degree coming for right there, and we're going to plug that up. You know, that's going to be the intake. Then the output, I'm probably going to run back up here like this. Then we're going to go up and over and down to the front. But I'm also going to put a union in the return right in here, so that way you can unbolt them both and drop the tank if you need to. That way, without having to get up to the top to unloosen everything.
And make it easier to change the filter when you need to as well.
Right. Okay. We'll pause that thing, Delbert. Let's see where we go from here.
Yep.
All righty, fuel system in progress. Let's see. On order, driveline, speedometer gear. On order, converter lockup.
Need to install.
Ground wire and switch.
E-brake.
Torque converter, exhaust. I had to order another set of pipes because I didn't have enough in that one set to do that.
Oh, you just got the pipes?
Yeah, I just ordered another set of polished stainless.
Don't forget to check Earl.
Yeah, that's going to be the very last thing. That's why it's on bottom. Okay, fluids, vacuum lines, accessories, thermostat, radiator, wiring, steering column, top side. I tell you what, that converter lockup, let's do that ground wire.
Okay.
And we'll end out this video with that, because the switch I can't do until I get up inside.
The dash.
Well, it's actually going to go in the console. I want to put it right by I got this for the lockup. So it lights up so you know it's on, and it's going to be mounted. Shifter's going to be right here. This is going to be mounted right there. So you can just reach down, flip it up, turn it on. And when you don't want it on, you just turn it off. Very easy, very simple, right in.
And there's
You
no
know,
question
hands
whether
reach.
it's on or off.
Exactly. So that's what I'm going to do with that.
I might have a nicer switch for you.
Oh, I like
I
that.
got to
one.
hunt through my stuff.
See, what I like about this one is
You forget I used to work in aircraft.
well, I don't know. I don't want it to fly.
That switch will work just fine. I just wouldn't.
Well, what I like about this is, that, with the light up, and plus with this being down, you can't hit it and turn it on. Well, okay, I just did.
We'll edit
Okay,
that out.
we'll
of the
throw
video.
that back in the box. But let's go ahead and
Get that wire in.
get that wire done, and that way that will be off of the list, and then I'll just have the switch to worry about. But next week I'm going to try and tackle the exhaust and the rest of the fuel system.
When do you think the speedometer gear is going to be here?
That's a good question. They hadn't even shipped it yet, so still waiting on it.
Well, I found that. Did you get it through Amazon?
Oh yeah.
I found Amazon's using USPS more often now, so it takes longer.
Well, as long as it's not FedEx.
Yeah.
All right. I know a lot of y'all will say that I kind of overdo things, which that's okay. I'd rather have it overdone than not done enough.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
This will be better than any factory car that came out of the showroom that year.
That is true. And I'm hoping
Cause let's just think about it. They did just basically wiring, and they didn't actually loom a whole lot of anything back then.
Right,
It was tape.
They did not do much of it. Delbert, go over to the bottom black box, second drawer up from the bottom. Give me a pair of wire strippers. Thank you, sir.
You're most welcome.
And these are crimp-on shrink wrap. And I love these things. Whoa, I missed. Way a lot further up in there. There we go. Let's see if I can miss again. That felt like it.
That looks a lot better.
That's better. Okay. Just a word of caution, never touch that right after you shrink it, because it tends to attach to your skin and string. Just saying.
Did you meet somebody that did that at some point?
Yeah, I met somebody. Yeah. Okay. Get my loom back up around it here. Slide this piece of heat shrink up.
Take two.
And what this does, that locks down that loom.
He's still pretty fast.
I've caught enough hot stuff in my time to know you don't want to do that. Okay. There's my razor blade. Yeah, that is still warm. There we go. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
see it.
I like it. All right, now let's go up under here, see how long we need this thing, and put another end on the other end.
I missed that on film, I can tell you. We heard it. We don't know what happened over there. She's on the new toy. It's a cat creeper / scooter. I picked it up at a discount store Friday. I might have to go back and get another one. I think Santa likes it for what we can use it for.
I don't know. I had one of those here for a while, and I never did use it. Okay, now then, where do we want this ground to go? Could come out and go to that bolt right there. What do you think?
I don't know, viewers, what do you think? I think it looks great.
I think that ought to be good right there.
Y'all can always comment below.
Well,
Santa's going to do it the way he wants, but you can always comment.
Well,
He really thinks these things through very well.
there's one thing you've learned about me, Delbert.
Yes.
I will take a comment and I'll listen to it. May not use it, but I'll listen to it. Okay. Right there. Yeah, let me find the bolt that goes in there.
Listen to that wind today.
I know it's bringing in that rain,
Yeah.
and I am ready for some rain. Maybe a little smaller. Got that undercoating up in there. I believe that's it though. Okay, come on back over.
What do they call this when we do things this very tedious? Oh, yes, riveting TV.
Riveting TV.
It's a way to keep the viewers enticed as to what's going on.
Well, I just want to keep them enticed until I get this thing done.
Well, no, because you'll have another project before that.
Oh yeah, T-bucket.
And then the Camaro.
the Camaro, the 53.
And between all that right there,
Yeah, I got to get that back over here so I can
Double
get back
nickel.
on that. I tell you what, this last year I was so up and down with everything. I didn't know.
plus 2 solid months of Santa.
2.5.
2.5 months, excuse me. 2.5 months.
And they're talking about 3 months this year.
Ooh.
So I'm going to have to find a way to get some videos built up or find somebody to come in here and film for me.
Well, you know, if Doge has their way, I may be at home more.
Let's hope not.
I agree.
Yeah, no.
What do you mean, no?
You don't need to be at the house more.
Okay, I had a pair of scissors here a while ago.
Yeah, you were using them over there.
Yeah, they're in the floor.
Oh, that's where you left them, isn't it?
Found them.
That's where you left them.
It's apparently where I left them. That's where I found them. Come on here. So the only thing about the heat shrink that's in the roll that I don't like is getting it open.
Oh, because they only have a little spot to pull it out of.
Yeah.
I brought them a little closer so they can see exactly what you're doing.
Bring it a little closer to me so I can see.
I can't do that.
Yeah, these crimpers here, they're from iCrimp, a company called iWiss, IWISS.
Now you got those about, what, 2 years ago?
No, it was in the middle of last year.
Was it? Oh.
But I tell you what, I have never had anything that will put a crimp on something as good as these do. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Watch her shrink. He meant to do that.
When I do this, I need to have a cold cup of water, dunk them down in.
Speak about water.
Yeah, I said that, then I got thirsty.
Santa drinks a lot of water. That's all that's in that cup. Ever.
Well, you know, used to it was unsweet tea. And you wouldn't believe how many people, I mean, just roasted me for drinking out of a Sonic cup. They say, well, if you wouldn't drink those sweet drinks all the time, it was unsweet tea. You know, come on, people.
But he's since stopped drinking that as well. So.
Yep. Stopped drinking that, stopped taking all forms of sugar or added sugar. Look at that. Don't that look beautiful?
Looks perfect.
Well, that was the plan. Okie doke. I'm going to go plug this back in. We're going to do a zip tie on this, and I'll leave this hanging until I can put that bracket back up there, and then I'll hook it onto that bracket. Because that bracket don't go in until I get the drive line in. That's something else I may do in the next video is get that drive line ready.
You're giving hints of what's coming. Love it.
Well, you know, you've got to make a list when you're doing this because there's so many things that, I mean, like this right here. It's hidden up here. I would have forgot it. I would have flat out forgot it. Hey, Courtney.
What?
Could you bring me one of those new zip ties that y'all brought me? Thank
You mean our
very
free
much.
gift for buying stuff at Harbor Freight?
That's right.
Not sponsored. But we do love our Harbor Freight.
Let's see. I'm going to take it around like that. That way it'll be above the exhaust. Okay.
Just gotta cut the paper.
Got to cut the paper.
The plastic, excuse me, plastic. It's a plastic bag.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Can you even see that on the...
I get your fingers is all I'm getting, but well, we can show them when you're all done. It's just tight quarters, very tight quarters, and you know Santa's got big fingers.
There we go. And that's
Zip tied in. You're gonna
zip
bring it
tied
around.
in, ready to go. All righty.
All right.
Ow!
Well, hopefully when the mic is working, we'll double check here. Yep, it's working. I think we got everything in ready. Just need to get these ready.
Yeah, we're down to a point where I need to get these cleaned up and powder coated so I can get them bolted on and leave them on there.
So Santa's got more experience doing this than I do as far as powder coating.
Well,
I didn't say how much more.
let's put it this way. It is a learning curve. I think I got everything off of this one, Delbert, so sand it right up.
Up to that line.
Yep. There you go.
Pitting on this one a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah,
It'll cover it up though.
that powder coat will cover it up. Yeah, these are the valve covers that was on that blue El Camino that I got the roof clip off of. I thought about go ahead and polishing these on out, but you know, everybody's got a pair of polished Edelbrock valve covers.
That's almost too easy, huh?
Yeah.
Listen to that fan trying to keep the wind out of here.
Oh man, it was a coming through that door at first.
Well, you can really tell where they put these two pieces of metal together. There's a crack in there you can't get into.
Where's that?
Well, these lips here, they're added metal.
Actually, it's just all single
Casting.
cast.
You can
Just
see
a
the
cast.
casting, man.
Yeah.
Definitely can see the casting. I know what I would think about doing on them, but I'm not going to give you that suggestion.
What's that? Grinding it all down?
Well, just sand it down so it's smooth instead of having that line in them.
I don't think you're going to see it actually.
Oh, once the powder coat's on?
Yep. Once the powder coat's on and once it's bolted on the car, I don't think you're going to see it.
But I'll know it's there.
Well,
That's one of those things, yeah, I'll know it's there.
you can just keep a secret.
Of about what?
Exactly.
What, exactly. This is taking quite a bit of dirt off. That's what I'm going to call it, dirt.
All right, Delbert. We did something, didn't we?
Oh my goodness. What are we gonna
Hair's
show
a
them?
little black.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, and a few spots.
a little bit.
I'll hit it
I'm
with
gonna
air gun.
rephrase that. You did something. We were just here spectating.
You were helping.
We were helping, yes.
Yes, and I couldn't have done it without y'all.
But, okay.
But I want you to check this out.
He gives me too much credit. He did that.
I got them powder coated. Delbert sanded the sides
Well, yeah, yeah.
and wiped them down, and he taped one off. I think that looks beautiful. Let's go show them the one on the car. And of course, Courtney helped. She had some good ideas.
Actually, the best ideas, if we're being honest.
Look at this on the car. I mean, that just...
There, now you get a better picture.
Then when we get the brackets on the front, which first bracket we had a little bit of a oopsie. We took it out of the oven and it fell off the wire. But by the looks of it, I can touch it up with a little bit of paint and no one will know the difference. But look at this thing. That looks so good. That's the back side.
Oh, this is the ugly side. I mean, that's the front side, the good
Yes,
side.
this is the front side. And of course, the spot where I dropped it on, top center. Top center, yep. So I'm gonna have to clean that up a little bit. This is the air conditioner bracket. That right there is where the idler pulley goes. And you've seen that I polished out the idler pulley.
Yeah. Well, don't forget, that's the one that left loose.
Yes,
Yeah.
actually, that's not the one that let loose. This
There's
is
this
the
one
one
let loose, and
This
this
one
fell
let
to the
loose,
ground.
and this one fell to the ground. So I got some touch up to do. But the other one is about to come out of the oven.
Oh, we should get that.
So when we pull this one out of the oven, we will. I don't think we can put it.
No,
on the rack like
that was because of the heat.
Ah, okay.
It's just to hold it up there.
I just throw the thing on the floor.
We will.
That concrete will suck it out.
And everything else you lay on it.
So I am going to pause this for the minute, and when we get done, we are going to show you us taking this thing out of the oven. All right, we're good to go.
Ready?
Let's get this thing out of the oven.
Timer just went off, so he's going to pull it out of the oven. I'm going to have to adjust these just a little bit for the width.
Whew. Adjust them quick because this is warm.
They're good.
A little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. Let her sit. Whew, that's hot. I need thicker welding gloves.
Now we just need to buy one good quality one for you.
Okay, Delbert, let's do a recap of what I've done this week and what you've helped me with.
Not a whole lot, honestly, so far today. I've been moral support,
He has been moral support and delivery boy more than anything.
but we got this up.
We got the shifter cable in. That's
Look
the
how pretty-
B&M
look how
ratchet
pretty that is.
shift.
That's so pretty.
It worked out real good. There's so much slack or, extra cable. I just come in on the passenger side and brought around the driver's side. Turned out perfect. We got the ground cable done for the lockup. And we got...
It's really hard to see.
It's really hard to get up in here.
Plus, you did turn off the light, so.
We got the mount for the fuel pump. As soon as I get some more AN fittings in next week, I'll be getting on that, getting that hooked up. Then I need to get the exhaust done. I'm going to bring it out and end it right about here. And that way, when I get my bumper on, I can put the tips on, get them lined up and get them in the correct spot. But it's coming together real quick. Well, Delbert, thank you for what little help you gave me this week, but it was
Oh,
immensely
we may do
needed.
a few more things before the day's
Oh,
out.
I know
so.
we're going to do a few more things, and that's going to be on next week's video.
Yes, and then I have some thing I'm going to do on my channel. New product,
Oh,
not sponsored, paid for out of my own pocket. So we'll show that in my video. You guys can tune in that in about 3 or 4 days.
sweet.
So,
Well, we're going to take care of that here in just a little
and
bit.
just in case everything changes 23.
Well, it's in the description
It's
below.
in the description as well.
Every video, you're down there, buddy.
I know.
All right. Courtney, thank you.
Sadly.
Sadly. No.
See what I have to live with?
She's the comic relief.
And just remember, I went to Florida to pick her up because that's how much I love her.
Yeah.
And now you regret. Never mind.
I'll never regret that. We missed her terribly at the house.
Well,
You know, even if she lives, once she goes on her own, then we're still going to miss her because she
Yeah.
won't be at the house. But
No, you're gonna miss Taco. You're not gonna miss me.
oh, you got to leave him at the house.
No, he does not stay.
That's her doggy.
okay. Well, we're going to shut this video off, and so I can get it edited and out there to you. Thank y'all both so much, and we'll be seeing you in the next video.
Hey, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on Santa's channel. Share it as much as you can, and get those people to get him. He needs to get some more subs going. I do as well, but
and the same for Delbert. The same for Delbert.
But I'm really small. I got 355 today. So
Well, see,
I'm trying to get there.
you need to get on up there.
I need to get some videos out. That's the problem.
That's my problem too.
He needs to do interesting videos. Sorry.
Wow.
I didn't know you brought a critic.
And you know, the funny part about that is nobody's ever said any bad things in comments.
Well, that's good.
I hardly get any comments whatsoever, to be honest.
Well, just wait.
So please comment. If you got something to say, let me know. See how I can make it better.
Just wait. The bad comments are coming.
I know it. That's okay. That's what they're there for.
And I've got to say, thank you to all my subscribers. Y'all have been wonderful. You've given me good ideas. And if you got an idea, let me know. I take criticism very well. I want to hear it. So, yeah, leave a comment. If you see something that I did wrong, please leave a comment. Because I do not want something coming back to bite me in the butt.
Did you tell them about those already?
Yeah. Yeah. He's asking about the body mount bolts. Oh, yeah. It was...
Painful.
It's a good thing I didn't film it. I used some North Pole curse words. But son of a Grinch. But anyways, all right, guys. Thank y'all so much. We'll be seeing you next week on Santa's Workshop.